Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1582.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why AI is creating a boom in some real estate markets. Quietly under the radar, the rapid build-out of AI and quantum infrastructure is sparking a boom in an often overlooked commercial real estate sector, according to CNBC. Industrial outdoor storage, or IOS, is suddenly seeing significant demand and rent growth amid lean supply. IOS comprises all types of either paved or gravel land where companies can park construction equipment, vehicles, containers, supplies, really anything that can be stored outside. It acts as essential back office support for the movement of goods around the country, everything that isn't a warehouse or a factory. It can have a structure on it, but the designation requires that structure be less than 25% of the overall space. These sites are often located near highways, ports, and other key infrastructure, but are now becoming essential staging grounds for data center construction. Developers are parking millions of dollars worth of generators, tractors, and other critical equipment, according to Altera IOS, a prominent player in the space that has acquired over 400 sites nationwide. Leo Adimondo, CEO of Altera IOS, said, "It's the real estate hiding in plain sight. There is over $1 trillion of IOS real estate in the U.S., but most of that is municipally government-owned. It's the shipyard. It's the airport. It's about $300 billion of it, which is owned by modestly small local workers that own businesses, not institutional, and that's the addressable market." The sector was once considered a mom-and-pop destination-dominated corner of the CRE market, but it is now attracting big investment from big names. In August, Zenith IOS formed a $700 million joint venture with institutional investors advised by JP Morgan Asset Management for IOS properties nationwide. The gross asset value will be over $1.5 billion, making it one of the largest IOS portfolios in the U.S., according to a Zenith release. Also this year, Blackstone provided a $189 million loan commitment to Altera IOS for 49 sites and a $231 million loan to Jadian Capital for a 43-property portfolio. The fundamentals are attractive and becoming even more so, outperforming the bulk warehouse sector. While warehouses may have won investors' attention in the last 5 years, given the growth of e-commerce, IOS has delivered twice the rent growth and has roughly half of the vacancy rate of the bulk warehouse sector, according to a report from Newmark. IOS rents have increased 123% since 2020. Phoenix, Memphis, and Atlanta lead in rent growth. In some markets, IOS delivers rents similar to bulk warehouses when normalized per acre. It's bigger than self-storage, it's bigger than manufactured housing, it's bigger than marinas, it's bigger than RV parks, it's bigger than a lot of categories of real estate that are already institutionally owned, said Adimondo. Altera just announced the close of a $150 million loan facility from funds managed by Blue Owl Capital. The initial funding of the facility was collateralized by 21 properties in 12 states. Subsequent fundings of the loan commitment will support acquisitions for Altera IOS Ventures 3, a closed-end fund with $925 million in equity commitments, according to Altera. The deal is Blue Owl's first financing in the IOS space. Jesse Hom, Chief Investment Officer for Blue Owl's real estate platform, said, "Our investment in Altera reflects Blue Owl's focus on working with market-leading operators in high-growth, resilient sectors. We see strong, sustained demand for IOS assets and believe Altera is well-positioned to lead in this evolving space." IOS spans an estimated 1.4 million acres in the U.S., but well-located sites remain scarce due to zoning, according to Newmark, which points to users such as FedEx, J.B. Hunt, and Maersk on the transportation and logistics end. For equipment and bulk material storage, Users would include True Green, ABC Supply, and United Rentals, which has approximately 1,400 locations across the U.S. The fundamentals are strong and improving, but the sector is not without risk. Data control demand is huge, but some are already cautioning that it's getting overheated. Still, high interest rates, tariffs, and a weakening economy are also a concern. And then there are more basic issues such as zoning. Adamando said, the number one biggest risk is zoning, which goes back to why it's so land constrained. Not only are they not making more iOS real estate, no one's giving zoning variances for iOS real estate, explaining that, if anything, municipalities are trying to reduce iOS acreage because it doesn't really generate jobs or high taxes. So very interesting report on a hidden real estate market that's very successful. Something to think about. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more wealth tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.